Hey y'all, it's your friendly neighborhood therapist. And in today's episode of Why So Many Women Chose That Bear, Exhibit A.
What's your age?
43.
Are you single?
I'm single.
I'm 42. But I just think it's important to preface this video with the fact that this man and I have lived on this earth for roughly the same amount of time.
At 43, what's the youngest girl you'd date?
I mean, I wouldn't date anybody less than 18.
Okay. What makes this so much worse is not just the answer by itself, right? It's the phrasing and the delivery. I mean, I wouldn't date anyone less than 18. That's supposed to be a given. That's the starting point. When you phrase it like that, it makes me think that the only reason that that's your cutoff is that you can't go any lower.
So 18 is the youngest you'd go?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to let the interviewer off the hook, but that was not a necessary follow-up question. Why did you seem surprised by his answer?
You don't see any issues with that having that much of an age gap?
No, she can join the military. She can buy a gun.
She can smoke a cigarette. She can travel into the world. She's an adult. She's an adult that can go to college, be free, travel the world. She's an adult.
Here's the deal. There was never going to be a good answer to that question. But when your answer has nothing to do with why you might have something in common with someone that much younger than you, and instead focuses 100% on why it's legal, that's a problem.
But I mean, what would you, a 43-year-old man, have in common with an 18-year-old woman?
Attraction.
The only thing worse than your answer was your smile. That will haunt my nightmares.
You feel like you'd be able to provide more for her than a guy her age would?
Absolutely.
You seem far too proud of the fact that you have more to offer financially than an 18-year-old that is working part-time while applying to colleges.
So why does society frown upon that then?
Anytime I've posted on this topic, I'll have somebody in my comment section say something like, I met my husband when he was 20 years older than me, and we've been married for 20 plus years at this point, and we had all sorts of things in common. Look, whatever. There's going to be very specific examples of exceptions to whatever it is. You're not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about guys who say things like this.
A lot of guys think it's daddy's little girl forever. It's like she wants to have her own daddy.
You see the difference?
So, see, there are so many things wrong. I mean, the speech professor broke it down, so I don't need to really add anything other than a correction. You cannot legally smoke cigarettes at 18 anymore. That changed in 2019. You got to be 21. But that's not even the point. This man was 25 when an 18-year-old was born. Why on earth, at 43, would you ever? But it's so many men who feel like that was okay because 18 is legal. Legal don't mean okay. I don't know how many times I got to say that. There are a lot of things that used to be legal that weren't ever okay. It used to be legal to have slaves. It used to be illegal for people to date or marry interracially. Like, basing things off the law is not necessarily wise all the time, and this is one of them times. Y'all, this is why women chose the bear, because that is the most predatory shit ever. What at 43 do you have in common with an 18-year-old who is quite possibly still in high school in their senior year? I went to school with plenty of people that turned 18 in their senior year. In fact, I went to college with somebody who didn't turn 18 until sophomore year of college. But we okay with this, right? Because it's legal. That was disgusting. He really thought that was okay. Whatever. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful rest of the day, and I will holler at y'all later.